Hi there, this is Yazat, artist and author, and so sorry that I'm pretty much getting this a bit late. I have a few things that kind of cropped up right now with my connections, and just going through those things. So I please uh, ask for patience on your part, and I'm just trying to see if I can resolve these things, and I hope I can get them fixed. Because I'm going to start the stream today, and yeah, so I'm just going into I'm looking into those right now. So please just give me a few minutes. Let me have a look and see what's going on. I'll be back. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm just tracking my stream on YouTube to see how it sounds like. I think YouTube was I've seen some stuff which I didn't like. So I'm just trying to check to just making sure I'm doing my due diligence. I just have to wait for a few things, and I'll be quiet when I'm alive for a bit so I can see what YouTube is doing in terms of my audio, and so yeah, I'm just checking that now. I'm just waiting for it to catch up. Right, so the latency looks pretty high. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm just okay, seems cool. Checking my stream on YouTube. YouTube was complaining about, but it looks fine. YouTube was, I've seen some stuff which I didn't like, so I was trying to check to make. Okay, looks fine. I'm have to check it from time to time, so we guys don't mind that either. Right. So for those of you just joining, my name is Riyazat, and I am an author and an artist, and I am here to draw a teacup. So I'm sure you can see the teacup. Ironically, I think there were some issues because I did stream yesterday, but I don't think YouTube. I don't think that went very well. So I don't think the first part of this got to YouTube. So at some point, I'll put this all together and upload it as a regular video, maybe a 10-minute video or thereabout. But basically, yeah, the first part where I drew the cup and everything, where I thought I was having dialogue with everyone, it didn't really make the cut. So hopefully that will not be the case this time. I'm trying to do my due diligence to make sure that doesn't happen. Even though I'm seeing some complaints, but I guess this is just standard stuff. And it looks like the stream is still going, so I'm good. So yeah, so guys, hope you're having a great morning. Hope you guys having a great time. We're halfway through the week. It's a Monday, and yeah, everything is going well. I was checking things on my end, making sure everything is where it should be. So yeah, looks fine. Okay, so I did flat this stuff. So basically, I drew this yesterday in a live. Unfortunately, the live didn't make it very well to YouTube correctly. So yeah, so as discussed, I will look into something else. So it's basically like a teacup on the table and my dry background. Might not, depends. Might probably do it offline, but the key thing I want to get here is the teacup, and yeah. So I'm not like some kind of artist extraordinaire, so expecting certain things, probably should curb your expectations, I hope you're having a great time, like I am, as you can clearly tell. And I hope you guys are okay wherever you are. So I need to figure out what brush I'm going to use. I don't really do that many brushes right now. I haven't used this software in a while, so I have to re-explore, make sure I know what fits me, because I'm not the kind of person that uses a massive number of brushes, if you know what I mean. I'm very, very okay with just using one or two brushes that make sense to me. So yeah, that's kind of like my thing. I'm not the biggest fan of jumping from brush to brush to brush type deal. So yeah. So I'm going for off-white. If I can get that color. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull it off. So yeah, I'm using color painter today. I'm using a different one tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling. Right, so we're gonna go for the ceramic. That's kind of like yellow, isn't it? Yellow, grayish yellow. Oh, not yellow, like off-white. Not yellow. Yeah, that's a bit better. And that may be okay. So, right, so I'm gonna create a new layer. I'm gonna call it rendering, going straight into rendering. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to check Yeah, actually, I'm gonna have to. There's something I need to do. Just please give me a few minutes. I'm gonna do a bit of an intermission, if you all don't mind. Hello, hello, back. Thank you so much for your patience. Just had to get and keep everything in order. So, hope you guys are brilliant and you guys are really brilliant for your patience. I'm really, really grateful to have you guys here watching, and let's get to it now. So, without much ado, let's get to this. So, I'm gonna render this. Try and be as precise as I can because I don't have issues later. Um, so you guys, I'm sure you guys are pretty better than, you know, better at this. So if anything that you think would be useful, please don't forget to holler. I love constructive criticism, and anything you think I need to do, better feel free to tell me. Also, anything you like, let me know. Anything you don't like, let me know. Anything you feel will be useful, let me know. Um, yeah, so hope you guys are well. Your health is okay. Families are okay. Your wife and kids are pushing through. Thank you up. Vice versa. Um, um, right, so basically, I need to try and get my outline because I don't want to struggle with this later. I'll likely be taking off this line art because I don't really like having line art, but line art gives it a kind of look which I love. But sometimes these days, I try to run away from the line art a little. See, I can stand on my own 2 feet. That makes sense. So, yeah, make it as clean cut as I can. This is how I draw. I apologize to those who don't like this style. I'm very, I like to just keep applying and applying and applying and applying. It's just how I am. It's just who I is. Yeah. Um, anything wrong with my audio? Let me know because it's a work in progress. As things continue to improve, we hope to have more, and that will translate to better things for everyone involved, right? So just thank God for where we are at every point, because yeah, it takes a lot for us to get to where we are, right? I'm going to increase my brush size, but before I do that, let me see if I can run outlines for the rest of the stuff here. Yeah, so let me do that out here first. What's your favorite show? What's your favorite thing to do? I love reading the Bible. One of my favorite things to do. I think that's my favorite thing to do. What's your favorite anime? I'm bringing this up again, but obviously no one liked this in my conversation because it didn't go up for some reason. Yeah. Uh, Speaking of go up, I need to just check a few things. Make sure everything is where it should be. Okay. YouTube is not complaining as much as it was. Give me a second, guys. Things. Okay. Make sure everything is where it should be. Well, yep, everything seems to be working fine this time. So just checking, just making sure so you guys can have a reference when I finish. So you can have it there as long as you need. Okay. Yeah, let's check this other things. Making sure everything is running in tandem as needed for you guys' enjoyment. So, what's going on in your countries? If you're having a great time this summer, so it's warmer than it usually is during the year. I hope you're enjoying the weather wherever you are. So I'm pretty. It's been pretty cold the last few weeks here, ironically, but I'm still enjoying it. Um, what's your weather like? Is it rainy, sunny, windy, drafty, cold? We're saying the same words in different ways, but yeah. Um, what kind of weather are you experiencing? I'd like to know. Yeah, I'll hopefully add to your day wherever you are. Some of us, where we are in the office, doing what you need to do, and some of us are in different positions and different places, situations. We have to make the best of wherever we find ourselves. Um, yeah. So basically, I'm coloring this like I would if I was on paper. That used to be my medium of choice for the longest, even when I had a computer. But ironically, I think as soon as I got a computer, I really wanted to learn how to draw digitally, and it's been a journey for me. So I can't say I'm really that great drawing digitally, but I I love to draw. Drawing is cool. So drawing is something that I love very much. Love to do very much, and I hope I can pass that love on. I hope that will help your day in some way. Because yeah, there's a lot to be thankful for being alive. And one of the things I'm thankful for is the ability to draw and bring your imagination to reality. A lot of life is about bringing your imagination to reality, bringing something that you think about and bring it to reality. Right, so this I'm not too concerned about. I'm just gonna just go like that. Maybe a bit, yeah. So just gonna cover everything here so I can delineate them. It's further rendering. I'm still in the right layer. Yeah, I'm good. So my software, the software I'm using is Corel Painter. I'm not really, um, I'm not really like tied to any software, but the software I tend to use most is not this one. And when I use that one, I'll tell you what it is. But yeah, the second one on the list is this one. Not that it's like like I don't like other software. No, it's just cool. It's convenient. It has great brushes. Uh, it does a lot of things well. It's the things I yeah, some things that you have to know how to get around. Other than that, it's cool. So This is what I use, and I've used Photoshop before. I didn't know Photoshop is real, right? Is there any software for drawing better than Photoshop? I don't think so, personally. I'm trying to keep for Photoshop and anything. It's like, it might sound like, oh, I work for Photoshop. Maybe I don't start talking about it, but you have to give them the due, right? Photoshop is like, it's a great software. It was meant for photography, but now it's great resource for drawing. But if you look at it, right, photography and drawing are like two sides of the same coin. A lot of a lot of us, if not most of us, if not all of us as artists, get inspiration from images, from photography, and a lot of people, use those references to draw every day, you know, IRL. So they are kind of interchangeable. There are two things that are very, very necessary in the life of an artist. So if you're an artist and you don't do photography, not saying a word, but yeah. Well, everyone is different, right? You can't tell people what's allowed or what's not allowed. It's convention, right? But not everyone is conventional. I like to think I'm not conventional. But there's just some things that I tend to like, which is understandable to like as an artist, like photography and other things, like 3D, even AI. I don't know if I want to talk about AI right now, but when AI came out and people were like, "Oh, it's gonna take over," it's like, um, in terms of AI, right? Like I think AI is is the most useful when it comes to art. I think than anything else. No, not like anything else. Like most useful to art compared to writing. I've attempted using them for both, right? So I feel like AI is more useful for arts than for writing in certain regards. When I say writing, it's like if you're using it to like correct stuff, and everything. But yeah, even people that use it for writing, like what would you how like what could you come up with AI that would be useful? Like it doesn't make any sense. Why anyone would want to use AI to write? It's perfect for perfect. I wouldn't say perfect. It's okay for correcting, right? It's okay for correcting things. Excuse me. Like if it comes to like software, like for writing A and other things like this, like language tool, other ones, reversal, like all this kind of software. They call it AI these days, but they didn't used to call it AI then before the whole AI craze. But everything is changing, so maybe it's like the AI these days. But my point basically is that um, they're useful to a point, at least for me anyway. They're useful to a point, but with the AI for image rendering, I think that's the most useful. Even if to say people tend to have really big problems with it, obviously because it's still they say it's still art, and yeah, but I see it a bit differently. Not in every regard. All of us have art that's online, right? So the AI takes the art and, in my opinion, uses it to make someone's life better. I don't think that's a bad thing, personally. I wouldn't say like you shouldn't get paid for your art, right? You should, because it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. You don't really. It would be nice to be able to just hit the button and then we just come up with our arts like boom, boom, boom. I don't think we'd even appreciate art as much if we had to come up with it that way. That's why the fear of the AI stuff is unfounded because as artists we have that desire to be in this position, to be able to come up with something novel, come up with something that's cool, and you know that you did it. It wasn't like you used AI to do it. You did it yourself, and you came up with this stuff yourself, and you didn't use AI. So it's really, really cathartic to draw, and that's why we still do it, despite the fact AI exists. Because at the end of the day, like you can't claim that out for yourself. Yeah, AI ads. I think AI gives you a lot of options to be able to put yourself in it, right? You look at Ross Rose, he has a video he did where he made something of AI. I think he used his own art style, and that's a really good art style for AI. If you just check that out, actually, use Ross Rose. What's the tag? I think it's Ross Rose. Oh, I can't remember what the tag is for him, but you use it, you get some really cool stuff. Because that guy is brilliant, right? Brilliant artist. And so yeah, that he was doing something with it where he was able to come up with something novel. And yeah, I think like when you look at it that way as an artist, like as artists, we should be open-minded, not in a bad way, not in the way it's like, oh, people need to have their art stolen, and then you know they will not remunerated for their work. By all means, for it, it's also like with NFTs. When NFT came out, there was this whole big massive thing. They turned out to be something else. If AI is not really it, then obviously it's going to crash, right? So, but my point is like with time, everything needs to build, right? So with AI, maybe they'll come up with something where people who came up with the art get paid for something like that, get remunerated or something like that automatically. They figure out a way to send money to people that do it, or they get recognized, or anything that would be, you know, what do you call it? Anything that has value, or anything that the artist values most, they can receive. So, yeah. So basically, yeah, like, it's a very big topic, right? So I'm just like talking about something that probably shouldn't talk about, but yeah, just trying to give you guys something to think about. Not be super important. There's a lot of bad things going on in the world, right? So yeah, so yeah, um, AI is doing a lot. You go to Amazon, you have like this AI generated stuff. Yeah, AI can be useful. I think AI has its uses, right? AI has stuff that it's good for, but there's also stuff that obviously, like with every tool, yeah, and everything that's a useful resource and a beautiful resource, like the Bible, like anything can be used in the wrong way. It has to do with the person using it. So there's people that make things weird. So AI in itself, you know, was made by somebody who looks like me. So inherently, it's not really evil. Not something that is well from what do you call it, from the I think some of them, not all AI, some AI I think is diabolical, right? So like it depends on what its inception is. So whatever its inception is, whatever its purpose is, then yeah, we will know with time. Well, obviously, this commentary has been the case for decades, if not century, right? You've talked about the effects of things like this over the years, and we're seeing it happening in real time. So this is like the age of fulfillment, right? Getting close to the end of the world. All these things are unraveling. it unfolds. AI, I think, has its uses. So regarding like using AI for writing, I write, right? So I'm an author and I have a novel. I write horror. I also do other stuff, but right now my novel and maybe other ones I do based on horror. The one I have out is called John Milan. It's on my website, www.yazan.me. You can get that for yourself if you're a fan of horror. And yeah, enjoy your read. It's half price as well. So honestly, it's also on Amazon. So all the details on my website, if you go there, then you can give yourself have a gander and tell me what you think. Basically, excuse me. So when it comes to writing, I don't think AI is useful. To be honest, I don't know who would use that to write, and it's like it just doesn't. I don't like. It doesn't make no sense as an artist to use AI to write. But like when it comes to like writing articles and stuff, I guess some people like do that, and it's like it makes sense. It gives you content that you can put in your stuff, and it keeps people engaged. People like to read factual information, and the one that AI does well is provide, depending on how it's trained, right? So if it's done properly, if you're using a proper AI, then you get factual information. So obviously, if it's garbage in, it's garbage out, right? So if you have garbage, if the AI is trained on garbage, then it's gonna get garbage. So it's kind of how it works. The AI is trained on good information, then you get good information. So that is pretty much how it works, and that's pretty much what it does. Um, so I'm just making sure. I'm just gonna check a few things. Let's save this first. Check a few things on my screen. Make sure all is well. Okay. Just checking to see everything is in order. Yeah, so maybe I'm caught up in my stream. Right, back to work. So that's just what I think. I'm not like biggest authority with AI and some more information. That's for sure. The time I used to keep up with it, and a huge movement, right? So that's the next big thing out there, and yeah, probably talk maybe more about stuff like that in terms of other um, departments and other things, other companies, not just regarding arts and writing. But yeah, regarding writing, I is I don't know if people would try to use AI to write. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think I've ever seen anything written in AI that wasn't clearly AI. One, two, wasn't lifeless, right? So obviously, some people go down the route of generating stuff with AI and amending it, all this like. But the thing for me is like, what's the purpose of you coming up with something that you didn't think about? A lot of artists dream about things for, let's see, maybe hours, days, weeks, months, and even years, and some even decades before they actually put it down on paper. And you can tell the the genuine I don't know what the noun is, but how genuine a story is, right? Because you see a lot of times people write stories. When you see a story that's written by somebody who went through something and is not just lifting it, you can tell. It's very easy to tell. And those are the most successful stories. Stories about things that people have gone through, or real life experiences, or just things that impressed in their heart to write about. And it shows you that people are powerful, people are very important in this world, and how important art itself is. Because art is like a form of not just storytelling, but history keeping. A lot of people talk call the Bible a book of stories, but it's also a history book, and it's very important. The most important history book on the earth. People might take it for granted because they say, "Oh, it's a book of stories," but storytelling is very, very important medium to engage people and to keep track of things going on in the world. You know, so it's like you can you can't undermine the power of storytelling. That's why a lot of books are burned, in the Library of Alexandria. A lot of books are burned, in different parts of the world. In the world. So basically, a lot of books are burned at all these places because books are very, very important. Storytelling is very important. One of the funnest parts of storytelling is when you tell a story about something that's real. And even when it's about like a space odyssey, like, you know, something that's completely like tangential, like something that's completely like out of the norm. What brings people back to that story is the real life elements. Maybe somebody got abandoned as a kid, never knew his father, met a bunch of misfits, became a team, Star Lord, hint hint. So stuff like this, like, is what brings the story home, and people be like, oh wow, this is a great story. Yeah, it's a great story because it's based on real things. And that's what people tend to lack is like that humanity, in their characters. Their characters are too robotic or too unbelievable or too asinine, to like or to be invested in. And yeah, I don't want that going too much into that right now. But yeah. Yeah. If you love the character, you love the story, it's that simple. You can make lovable characters even when they're evil. That's the key to a story. Good story. We need to understand. I'm not like, not yeah, not trying to attribute, but it's like that's one of the things you need to understand, when it comes to storytelling. Basics like this. Right. I think we have something decent. I don't want to have to come back again to redo this. This looks cool. I think, yeah, like painting 101 stuff. Most time I have my stream because I kind of flubbed my start. Probably will add a few minutes. If I cut things off. So I'm gonna add another layer. I'm just gonna go straight in something else. Rendering one. So obviously you know what layer is, right? So it's something on top of the other. And that's for those who don't really know what it is. I know there's majority of you here like in a different stratosphere for me when it comes to all this stuff. For those who don't know what it is, just like it's like onion skinning. You put in, it's like one layer on top of the other. So whatever is below will be covered with what's on top. So like an onion, only skin you see of an onion is the one on top of it. not the one below it. So the other one you're going to see is the layer on top. And yeah, I'm going to try and do something here. Come. A bit too much. I want it to be a bit tamer. Uh, Alright, let's zoom in a bit. So I want to be very precise with this. Let's see. Yeah, it's not very different, is it? So I'm gonna try this again. Hmm. Check it out there. Let's remove it. I think this is a bit better. I could still always mess with the opacity, but I don't really like to do that a lot of times. Excuse me. Um, this is not bad. Mm-hmm. I think that should be fine. When it comes to drawing, you don't want to be indistinct. So the more distinct I am, the better, I guess. But not to the point where it's. I want to layer it, so yeah. I'm going to use this, and hopefully after this, I should be able to switch off the line art. So maybe after this, I'll probably call it a day. And you guys can, enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, I'm just gonna just think about this. Mm, the joys of digital art. So for those who don't know, when you draw digitally, you need to excuse me. You need to make sure that whenever you need, you have a pressure brush. So when you press down on the brush, it gives you more girth. When this is light, this is hard, right? See the difference? I'm really gonna stay with that. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna do something else here. Yeah, I don't want to do too much. Do this. Yeah. too dark. That's all good. So basically, I give it some shading, a bit more definition, picking up shadows from wherever, going from there. Mm. I'm likely going to reduce the opacity for this. I don't like it, it's too dark. Right, so I need to reduce my brush size. Increase it a bit more. Yeah, see now, shadow dust. Put one of the head. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing these outlines. Get as cool as possible. So shading. Okay, do some demarcations. Know where's what.
I didn't know my training was for half 9.
Okay.
So they didn't let me in.
So there's this. Um, for your patience, let's use the end of this live stream. Check in. Making sure everything is where it should be. Anything about this whole thing, let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Anything you think would be useful, I'd love to know. So, onto the base, be a bit darker. This is not cumulative. Maybe it is. Yes, it is. Press it harder, it's maybe a bit darker. So I am doing this side. Okay. I think I'm causing confusion for myself with that one. Might be time to take those. Check something else. It's fine. Okay, so tell me what you think, guys. I'm gonna call it today. Let me just play with this a bit. Mhm. Checking the opacity to see what it looks like. I'm gonna decide to not mess with it, just leave it the way it is. If I leave it like this, then I'll start to do some more work building this, but I think we might stick with this. That's what I wanted in the first instance. But maybe better for me to have a darker color so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. So I will call it a day today, guys. Really, really grateful for you joining me on this journey. Really appreciate your love and support. Please don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, like, comment, share, all these things that I hope will be something that you will love to do, because of the content, because of the work that God has empowered me to do here. I am grateful to be here with you guys doing this, and I pray to do more of it. So I will see about setting a schedule for tomorrow and taking things from there. So don't forget to keep doing what you're doing, keep being an artist, keep drawing, keep writing, anything you're doing, leave what you're doing. Have faith in yourself, have faith in the path, that God has chosen for you. Be grateful to God for everything, every situation you find yourselves in. Always make the best of every situation and be thankful that God always has a purpose for everything, right? So I hope you guys are okay and you're cool wherever you are. Hope you guys, you know, enjoy yourselves. I'm Yazat, author, artist, and I'll be calling today. Hope you guys have a swell day. Have a swell rest of your day. So good morning, good evening, and good night.